Hello.
Hello. How,
First of all, thank you very
how,
much for the interview.
thank you very much for the. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, um, how are you?
Can
Uh,
Can you hear me? I can't hear anything.
uh, First of all, I'm excited to learn more about your journey, your mindset, and your ambitions for the future. Thank you again for your time and welcome to the interview.
Nice to meet you too.
And every champion has a story that begins long before stepping into the spotlight. Childhood experiences often shape the mindset that later defines a fighter. I always enjoy learning where that competitive spirit. And first question, what was
Yes,
your childhood like, and what are your favorite memories growing up?
as a child, as a kid, I used to play soccer, so that was my thing as a kid, and then I kind of transitioned. So that was my yeah, that was about it.
Oh, you like soccer.
I
Do you
used to, I used to, I transitioned into boxing.
do you watch World Cup?
Yes, yes, of course I watch. Everyone's so watching.
What's your favorite team?
I'm Argentina.
Oh, I also like Argentina. Messi.
Yeah, Messi.
Messi, Julian Alvarez, Lautaro Martinez,
Yeah, yeah.
and many boxers discover the sport in completely different ways. How did you first discover boxing, and what made you decide to step into a boxing gym?
I just really love the sport of fighting, combat sports, the idea of it, and that's kind of what led me to look for my closest gym, and that's when I started. Start the journey. Yeah.
What do you remember most about your very first day of boxing training?
I remember it was a very different atmosphere. It was scary first day we went to the gym, but you get used to it, you develop.
And every athlete meets people who completely change their life, all life. Who were your first coach, and what is the greatest lesson they taught you? Tell me please about your first coach.
My first coach was in Indonesia, by my hometown. He actually passed on, so he did teach. I taught us quite a bit. Taught me the basics of boxing, how to step into the ring, what the mindset you need to have.
What was the biggest challenge you faced when you first started boxing? Tell me please about difficult moments.
Difficult moments would be getting to the gym because it wasn't very close. It was about a 15-20 minute drive to get to the gym every day, every day. So that was the hardest thing, I would say.
The beginning. The beginning of a boxing journey is really easy. Every fighter faces obstacles that test their commitment before success finally arrives. Those difficult moments often build the strongest champions.
Yeah.
You are future champion, I believe. But how did your family react when you decided to pursue boxing seriously?
So my father was okay with it. My mother never liked the idea of it. It was scary, but now they all on board with it. They go with it. As long as I got something on the side, they good with it.
And at what point did you realize that boxing could become your future?
I think when I finished after I matriculated, I realized, this is what I want to do full time. I want this to be my profession. And I just stuck with it since.
Every fighter grows up watching champions who inspire them. This is very interesting part of our interview because we will talk about your favorite boxer.
Yeah.
Inspiration can become the foundation of greatness. Those role models often influence both fighting style and mentality. Which professional boxer inspired you the most when you were growing up?
Was growing up, I really liked Prince Naseem. He was a big inspiration. And my current favorite boxer would be Bam Rodriguez.
Naseem Hamed.
Naseem Hamed, yes. He was
Oh,
a big inspiration growing up.
yes, big inspiration. Prince Naseem Hamed changed the sport of boxing forever. He
Yes,
wasn't just a world champion, he was one of the most entertaining
it's an
fight
icon, yeah.
entertainer. His
Yeah, thank you.
confidence, charisma, and spectacular knockouts inspired millions of fans around the world. Even today,
Yes,
many young fighters still study his style and personality. How much has Prince Naseem Hamed influenced you as a boxer, and what do you admire most about him?
I I like how it wasn't just basic boxing. He took a bit of a side route to it and acknowledged entertainment is what sells fights, and you have to show both level. You have to be iconic. You have to do something special for the people. It's not just about basic boxing.
Naseem Hamed, face of boxing.
Yes, fancy boxing.
Do you think any part of your own fighting style has been influenced by Prince Naseem Hamed, your style?
Yes, a lot of my style is actually influenced by Prince Nez. Not all of it, but if I'm comfortable in the fight, yeah, then it will come out. But yeah.
Prince Naseem Hamed always entered the ring with incredible confidence and
Mm.
unforgettable entrances. He understood that boxing is not only about winning fights, but also about entertaining the fans. I like entertain. His personality made him one of the biggest stars of his era. One
Yes.
the greatest boxer of all time. In your opinion, how important do you think personality and showmanship are in modern boxing? And do you enjoy that side of the sport?
I do. I believe entertainment is the name of the game, and you need to sell a fight. At the end of the day, it's the audience that makes the fight. So my goal is to always entertain over everything.
Where would you rank Prince Naseem Hamed among the greatest featherweights in boxing history and
The
why?
greatest, I put him at about six, somewhere there, six, seven, around all of those numbers. But personality wise and entertainment wise, I think he's up there. It's like number one.
If you had the opportunity to spend one day with Prince Naseem Hamed, what would you ask him? And what lesson would you most like to learn from him?
I'd ask him about his confidence and how does he get that self belief? How does he? portray it.
Do you want to have dinner with him?
That would be cool. Yeah, I'd like that.
Every boxer dreams of achieving something special one day. At what point did you realize that boxing could become your future?
It's there's no specific point. It's just I don't really like to do anything else, and this is it's my passion, and I'm gonna stick with it till the end. Whether it takes me wherever, I'm gonna go with it.
Our interview is very, very interesting. You are young man, but you have two pro records. It's incredible.
Thank
When
you, thank you.
yes,
Holding on it stuff.
yes. When did you first realize that you had the talent to become a successful boxer?
It's I've always really believed in myself, always had faith in my own ability. There's no point where I really thought that I had the talent, but it's the hard work equates, and then kind of what gets you the confidence and to believe in yourself.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Looking back at your younger years gives perspective on how far you have come. Every experience, both good and bad, help shape the fighter you are today. Reflection is an important part of growth. If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be?
I did you to not be so nervous before my earlier fights. No, step in the ring and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself more would be the advice that I'd give my younger self. Be more confident. Don't doubt yourself.
Next, we will talk about your amateur career. Your amateur career is very, very interesting because you are talented boxer. How difficult was it to lose your first four amateur fights and what kept you motivated to continue?
Losing the first few fights, that was tough, but I always knew, like, even though I was losing, I always felt like I had something in me, I could do better. But I think eventually it came along, I was just, but I wasn't myself in the ring. But I guess you find yourself eventually, and that kind of motivates you.
What changed after those first four losses that help you start winning fights?
With every loss, you put in more work. And the more work you put in, the more confident you get. And eventually that led to I started getting more victories.
Every every successful boxer has a story that isn't always filled with victories. Sometimes the toughest beginnings create the strongest champions. Your amateur career started with four consecutive losses, but instead of walking away, you choose to fight through adversity. That decision says a lot about your character and determination. Many, many young fighters lose confidence after a few defeats, but you refused to let those setbacks define your future. Your future is bright. You
Thank
continued
you.
training, believed in the process, and eventually everything started to change. That transformation is incredible, inspiring.
Thank
Can
you.
you describe your emotions after winning your very first amateur fight? Tell me please about your first win.
It was a great feeling to get my first win. Just to come home, with the medal, and it was a great feeling because I've never experienced that before. So it felt great.
Every fighter remembers the first victory because it feels like all the hard work finally pays off. That first win often changes your mindset and gives you the confidence to dream bigger. Your dream is big. It's usually a turning point in a career. And winning a gold medal, you gold medal in your city, proves that perseverance beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Going from 4 straight defeats to becoming a city champion is an incredible achievement. It
Thank you.
showed everyone that you were capable of much more. What did winning your city championship mean to you personally?
It meant a lot to me. It felt huge at the time, like, to have the gold and to be the champion. It was it was a good feeling, something I never felt before. It has inspired me a lot more to say, I can go further in the sport and I can eventually do it professionally and, make something out of the sport.
After becoming a city champion, you continued improving and reached another important milestone by winning a silver medal at the provincial championships. Success like that doesn't happen overnight. It comes from dedication and consistency. What lessons did you learn while competing at the provincial level?
It was the experience as the most that I gained from there because there was a lot of fights at the tournament. So it was the experience. It kind of your mentality gets stronger because you fight more often. And so the ones we fought twice in a day, so you get stronger, you get mentally stronger.
Oh, yes, you are mentally strong and standing on the podium at the national championships is a dream for countless amateur boxers. Winning a bronze medal against some of the best fighters in the country is an achievement that deserves tremendous respect. I respect you. It,
Thank you.
it confirms that you belonged among the nation's top talents. How proud were you to win a bronze medal at the national championships?
Honestly, I was a bit disappointed. I really wanted to get the goal, but it was the experience that counted.
Every tournament teaches valuable lessons, especially when you are facing elite competition. Those experiences help shape the boxer you eventually become. National level competition is where many future professionals prove themselves. Who was the toughest opponent you faced during your amateur career, and what made that fight so challenging? Tell me please about your toughest opponent.
Toughest opponent. Uh, I don't remember the guy's name, but I do know he had a lot more experience than me. And he's the guy I lost to at Nationals also. So that was a tough fight for me. So I was coming in as a big underdog.
Mohammed, what was so complicated about him?
It was more his jab was annoying and he was really moving a lot on the outside. So I'm more inside, come forward, and he was keeping me out a bit, playing with the jab.
Oh,
But you learn from it, you gain experience, and now I think I get him.
did he move a lot? Footwork?
Not really footwork, it was just moving a lot back, but at the time I never understand properly how to close a ring off, but I feel like I got that now. But at the time I struggled with it.
Ah, did he run away from you? Run.
Yeah, yeah.
Every amateur boxer has one performance that stands out above all the others. Sometimes it's not even about winning a medal, but about overcoming fear or proving something to yourself. Those moments stay with fighters forever. Which amateur fight are you most proud of, and why does it mean so much to you?
uh, I think it was winning the Joburg, the city, the things to get to qualify to to qualify to the nationals. I think that was what really stood out to me for me.
Uh, top top one fights for you. Top one.
Like in professional also, or
Uh,
just
in amateur,
in amateur. My top one.
the best you fight.
Mm, I couldn't put my finger on it. I don't have a specific fight that I
Okay,
really.
okay. Top three.
Uh I'd say my very first one because there's a learning experience. I lost the fight, but it was a tough fight. And then my final fight in my Gauteng championships, and then my fight in nationals also. I really enjoyed that fight. Those three stand out for me quite a bit.
Great list. Your amateur journey perfectly shows that setbacks can become the foundation of future success. Losing your first four fights could have ended your career, but instead it becomes the beginning of your story. It's only beginning. That's a powerful lesson for every young athlete. What advice would you give to young boxers who are struggling after losing their first fights?
Keep pushing, keep working hard. Don't undermine road work, and just keep working hard. Just keep pushing. Make sure you're in the right jumps, and you will do well.
Just do it.
Just do it. Yes.
Stay calm and just do it. Great
Just do it.
phrase.
Yes.
And your amateur career prepared you for everything that come next. The victories, defeats, and lessons helped build the boxer who eventually turned professional. Looking back today, it's clear that every experience had a purpose. Looking back now, what do you believe was the single most important lesson your amateur career taught you before turning professional?
Self belief is the most important thing in the sport. Believing in yourself means more than anything.
Are you satisfied with your amateur career?
I've learned a lot from it, but I could have done a lot better looking back at it. But I think I've learned a lot of lessons from it. So yeah, I am quite satisfied with it. Though the losses, it all adds to who I am.
Your amateur career, did you expect more?
Not really. I never really wanted to be in the images for too long. So yeah, it was for me. It was enough. It's just right.
Did you want to go to the Olympics?
Not really. I never really had that.
Why? Why?
You see, I never start at such a young age where I could have thought about Olympics. You see, if I wanted to go Olympics, there's either Olympics or professional. So you have to like choose a route, you know. And in South Africa, it's not very easy to make it to the Olympics at all. Eh?
Oh, by the way, my friend, by the way, how old are you?
I'm 23 years old.
Oh, it's powerful. You are already a pro.
Thank you.
And next, we will talk about your professional career. Every
Okay.
boxer dreams of becoming a professional one day. It represents the beginning of a completely new chapter where every fight carries greater pressure and bigger opportunities. After everything you experienced in the amateurs, stepping into the professional ranks must have felt incredibly rewarding. When did you know you were ready to leave the amateur ranks and become a professional boxer?
After I fought nationals, I felt I had enough experience and I felt it was enough to turn professional. That was my mark. I always wanted to do nationals before I turned professional.
Who is your promoter? Tell me please about your promoter.
My promoter is Colin Nathan from No Doubt Management. Yeah. So I've been with him from the start of my pro career, basically, my manager. Yeah.
Oh, uh, tell me please about your promoter. Are you happy with him?
Yes, I am. I'm happy with them. They
Oh,
give me fights and yeah, I'm happy with them.
it's good. It's very good. Making your professional debut is something every fighter remembers forever. The atmosphere, the emotions, and the excitement are unlike anything else. It's the moment when years of preparation finally become reality. What emotions were going through your mind before your professional debut?
I was trying to keep my mind clear, not to think too much about the aftermath and think about the moment we're in now and how excited I was for it and nervous at the same time, but I was just happy to be there making my debut.
Your debut, successful debut, amazing. Winning your professional debut is the perfect way to start a career. It gives you confidence and confirms that you belong at the professional level. Those first moments after the final bell are unforgettable moment. Can you describe your feelings immediately after winning your professional debut?
It's hard to explain, you reach a high, you're very happy. There's no feeling like it. It's
You,
hard to explain.
you are very happy.
Mm. Very happy, yeah.
The transition from amateur to professional boxing isn't always easy. Longer
Mhm.
fights, different pacing, and a completely different style require every boxer to adapt. Success depends on how quickly you make those adjustments. What has been the biggest difference between amateur and professional boxing for you? Tell me please about this difference.
The size of the gloves, I would say, is the main difference. So you're a lot more cautious to getting caught because get hurt a lot more in the professional rings, and it's a business. That's the biggest thing. Amateur is a sport, professional is a business. It's
Serious,
money.
serious business.
It's business, yeah.
Yes, business is business. Unfinished business.
Okay.
Right now,
Unfinished.
you are undefeated. An undefeated record to zero is an excellent way to begin a professional career. It shows that your hard work is paying off and that you are continuing to improve with every fight. Staying undefeated also brings new expectations. How satisfied are you with your 2-0 start as a professional?
I'm appreciative about it, I'm happy about it. We still have a long way to go, but I'm happy the way my career started.
Every every professional fight teaches valuable lessons. Even when you win, great fighters always find areas where they can improve. That's how champions continue to grow. You continue. What
Continue to learn new things, yes.
what have your first two professional fights taught you about yourself?
About myself, that I'm stronger than I think, stronger than I initially thought I was, and yeah,
You are right now, you are very strong.
thank you.
What does a typical training camp look like for one of your professional fights? Tell me please about your training camp.
Yeah. So my training camp, since it's just 4 rounds, we start about 2 months prior to the fight. So we train most days twice a day, spa twice a week. And then, the intensity is a lot higher. And of course, the diet. That's basically what my daily life is in camp.
Are you are you satisfied with your training camp?
Yes, I am quite satisfied with it.
Many people only see the fight itself, but they don't realize how much preparation happens behind the scenes. It's very difficult. Training camp often determines the outcome long before fight night arrives.
Mhm.
Every boxer develops a routine before entering the ring. Those habits help build confidence and keep the mind faced under pressure. Mental preparation is just as important as physical preparation. Do you have any pre-fight rituals or routines before you step into the ring? Tell me please about your rituals.
So I'm a Muslim. So, we pray. I go to my prayer house before the fight, and I'll sit there for about an hour the day before, just asking my creator, to grant me success, grant me victory and stuff. And that's my main thing that I do, That gives me confidence too.
How do you mentally prepare yourself on fight day?
Fight day, it's your mindset changes, switches. So you kind of switched on, you're excited, you're not nervous, you kind of lose the nerves. You just really wanna get in there fighting, do what you love, You're really excited about the fight. Care less about the aftermath.
You just like to fight.
Yes, you care about the excitement of fighting. We remember why we do the sport.
Uh, Professional boxing is as much a mental battle as it is a physical one. Mental battle. Staying
Mhm.
calm under pressure often separates good fighters from great champions. Confidence becomes one of your strongest weapons. And every opponent presents a different challenge. Learning to adapt inside the ring is one of the most valuable skills a professional boxer can have. Experience is gained one fight at a time. Which of your first two professional opponents gave you the toughest challenge and why?
I'd say my second opponent gave me more of a tough fight than the first opponent. He was just very lengthy, so I had to work a lot harder to get in and, get the victory.
Before the fight, when you look into the opponent's eyes, what do you feel?
At that point, it's just, I only see my victory. No, I don't really look at him at that for those couple of minutes, he's my enemy. You wanna hurt him.
Oh, by the way, do you like face to face, face off?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Sometimes it gets awkward, but I don't mind it.
The best boxers are always improving, regardless of their record. Right now, I believe you are the best. Every camp is one opportunity to sharpen skills and become a more complete fighter. Growth never stops in this sport. Which part of your boxing has improved the most since turning professional?
I think my defense has improved a lot. Amateurs I used to get hit a lot. In the pros, I don't really get hit that much.
Every fighter has strengths that define their style. Some rely on speed, very, very speed. Others on power, one power blow, timing, or ring IQ. Understanding your greatest weapon is an important part of becoming a champion. What do you believe is your biggest strengths inside the ring? Tell me please about your biggest strengths.
Definitely, I would say my footwork is my biggest strength. Yeah.
Wow, uh, you you are as mobile as Naseem Hamed.
I
Yes,
try to be.
yes, you are mobile. And but no fighter is ever perfect, and that's what makes boxing so fascinating. Even world
Yes.
champions continue working on weaknesses throughout their careers. The desire to improve never disappears. Which area of your boxing are you currently working the hardest to improve?
Just, I would say I would like more power in my punches. And, everything, you're trying to develop every skill. Everything, your defense, your speed, right? Anything can always get better and always improve.
Wow. Do you want to exclude everyone from one blow? Exclude.
That would be cool.
What are your biggest goals for the next few years of your professional career?
I'd like to become a champion in my home country first. Then I'd like to go overseas and, do something that's never been done, from my country. That's my biggest goal.
And maybe you will be the world champion.
Maybe a world champion, yes. That's the dream. That's the goal.
Starting your professional career undefeated is an exciting achievement, but every boxer dreams of much bigger goals. Championships, bigger fights, and international recognition become the next steps. Those dreams keep athletes motivated every day, every training day. Your journey has already shown that you never give up, no matter how difficult the challenge becomes. From losing your first four amateur fights to becoming undefeated as a professional, you have proven that resilience is one of your greatest strengths. It feels like this is only the beginning of your story. When boxing fans look back at your career many years from now, what do you hope they will remember most about Mohammed Hamza Hasim?
You know, my personality, who I am, you keep going, have heart, don't give up.
My friend, next will be the most interesting part of our interview. Boxing style, training, technique, and mindset. Boxing style. Amazing. How would you describe your boxing style and what makes it unique?
See, my boxing style is very different, it's more footwork based, come forwardness. I took a lot from Prince Naseem footwork, I won't lie. But it's different. You don't see a lot of boxers fighting like that. A lot of boxers got basic boxing. I like to be a little bit different.
Every Every successful boxer eventually develops a style that reflects their personality. Some fighters are aggressive pressure fighters, while others rely on movement, timing, and ring intelligence. Finding your own identity inside the ring is one of the most important parts of becoming a complete boxer. Boxing is often called the sweet science,
Mm,
because success depends on much more than power alone. Footwork,
mm.
timing, defense, and strategy all play equally important roles. The smartest fighters usually enjoy the longest careers. Which aspect of boxing do you enjoy working on the most during training?
Mm, which aspect? I like coming forward more. Just I love making it a fight. Getting in there, brawling, giving a good show. That's what I love.
Oh, you love everything.
I love everything. Yes, I love boxing.
Great footwork creates great opportunities. Being able to control distance or angles can completely change the outcome of a fight. Many legendary champions build their success on movement rather than strength alone. Muhammad Ali, Alexander Usyk, Dmitry Bivol, great footwork, amazing footwork. How important is footwork in your style, and how much time do you dedicate to improving it? Tell me please about your footwork.
Footwork, for me, in my style, I think it's the most important thing. I dedicate quite a bit of time to it in training, for every session, do some footwork drills, footwork exercises.
Your footwork is great.
Thank you.
And defense. Defense often separates elite boxers from everyone else. A fighter who can avoid punches while creating counter-attacking opportunities become extremely difficult to beat. Great defense is an art in itself. Do you enjoy defensive boxing as much as of offensive boxing? And which defensive skill do you value the most?
I prefer offensive boxing, but I do enjoy defensive boxing. Defensive, I should say, I like the tight guard the most, defensively.
Oh, Philadelphia Sink shoulder roll
Yeah, for sure.
like a Floyd Mayweather.
Like Floyd Mayweather.
And power. Power always excites boxing fans, but timing and precision are just as dangerous. Some fighters knock opponents out with one punch, while
Mm.
others break them down round after round. Every boxer has their own philosophy. Would you describe yourself as a knockout puncher, or do you prefer winning through skill and smart boxing?
I prefer winning through skill, smart boxing. No, yeah, that's more my style. Not the one knockout punch guy, but I prefer to show some skill, show something.
In future, you will be a knockout guy.
In future, yes, hope so.
Hard training creates confidence on fight night. Champions are built in the gym long before they step into the ring. The work that fans never see is often the most important. What does a typical training day look like when you are not preparing for a fight?
So we'll do about 8 rounds of big work, 4 rounds of paid work, and then some shadow boxing and some strength of conditioning and a run. In the morning is a run.
What qualities do you look for in a great sparring partner?
Someone is gonna push me, someone is gonna give me work and gonna bring the best out of me, make it competitive and healthy competition.
As Usyk said, don't push the horses.
Yeah.
Sparring is one of the most valuable parts of a boxer's development. It allows
Mhm.
fighters to test new techniques and prepare for different styles under realistic conditions. Every sparring partner teaches something different. Who is your favorite sparring partner?
I don't have a specific favorite sparring partner I enjoy sparring with, but everyone, as long as they give me good work,
Oh,
they don't have a specific person in mind.
you can name a few sparring partner.
Few sparring partners. So my brother gives me good sparring ways. There's my friends from my gym, Emmanuel, Moses, they give me good sparring too. Then there's David. There's quite a few guys that give us good sparring.
Does your brother have a great technique?
He does, he does. He's more outside of an outside fighter and more of an inside fighter.
Wow, your sparring partner, Sugar Moses Kalengi?
Yeah, we have sparred. I have sparred with him before. He's quite good.
Oh, he is great. I interviewed him.
Oh, you interviewed him too. Oh yeah, he's great. He's great.
What do you think about Sugar Moses Kalengi?
I think he's a great talent. His mindset is he has a great mindset.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. He is great. I admire him.
Yeah. So it's nice to have people like that around you at your gym.
Recovery. Recovery after fight. Recovery after sparring. Recovery has become just as important as training itself. Nutrition, sleep, and proper recovery allow athletes to perform at their highest level consistently. The smallest details often make the biggest difference. What recovery methods help you stay healthy and perform at your best?
So we take a lot of electrolytes, a lot of magnesium, and rest.
By the way,
Sorry.
Is it hard for you to do weight before fights, cutting weights?
Sorry.
Uh, it's it's normal. Be healthy.
Yes.
Tell me please about your cutting weight.
Cutting weight. Just a second, sorry about that.
My friend, it's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's normal.
So cutting weight, yeah, that's the worst part of it. Yeah. That sucks. Sorry about that.
Oh, how many kilograms do you lose?
I don't cut a lot of weight. I cut about 5 kilograms.
Oh,
Mhm.
boxing is one of the most mentally demanding sports in the world. Every
I agree.
fighter experiences moments of doubt, pressure, and adversity. Mental
Yeah.
toughness often becomes the deciding factor between victory and defeat. How do you stay mentally strong during difficult moments in training or before a big fight?
You have your up days and your down days. Just gotta make sure you have a good day on the day of your fight. So you gotta hold the line. Stay strong mentally.
Confidence is essential in boxing, but the greatest champions also remain humble enough to keep learning. Finding that balance is what allows athletes to improve year by year. Growth never stops. What gives
Yes.
you the greatest confidence when you step into the ring?
Uh it's just believe in yourself. The idea that you're following your dream, you're chasing it, and it's your dream. You have to claim it. So that kind of gives me confidence. And take what's yours.
My friend, by the way, are you sick?
I was recovering from a flu, yeah, but I'm not currently sick, yeah.
Oh, okay. 5 minutes, my friends, and we finish this amazing interview.
Okay.
Every boxer studies great champions. Watching legendary fights helps athletes develop new ideas and improve their own style. Learning from history is part of becoming great. Which professional boxer do you study the most today? And what have you learned from them? Modern boxing. Not Naseem Hamed, modern boxing.
Modern boxing. I study a lot of BM Rodriguez, Jesse BM. He's my favorite fighter. I really like the way he uses angles. So yeah, I study him quite a bit.
Bam Bam Rodriguez. What do you
Bam,
think
bam,
about Bam?
yeah. What did you say?
What do you think about Bam Bam Rodriguez?
I think his skill for skill, I think is one of the best currently. And I think eventually he will be number one, pound for pound.
If you could train with any boxer in history for 1 week, who would you choose and why? Besides Prince Naseem Hamed,
I think it would be like with Marvin Hagler, one of those guys, just the work ethic was crazy, so you'd learn a lot from it.
Marvin Hagler.
Marvin Hagler, yes, marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Earlier, we talked about Prince Naseem Hamed and the influence he has had on boxing. His confidence, creativity, and fearless approach inspired an entire generation of fighters. It's always interesting to see how legends shape today's athletes. Besides, Prince Naseem Hamed. Which other boxing legend have had the biggest influence on your career? Your top three. Uh, First place, Prince Naseem Hamed. Second
Prince
place,
Naseem.
Marvin Hagler. And
And
third
Muhammad
place,
Ali too. Of course, Muhammad Ali as a person, just the person he was is a big inspiration. The person who you want to be when you eventually at the top.
the greatest fighters are remembered not only for their victories, but also for their value. They represent respect, discipline, and perseverance inspire future generations. Legacy is built both inside and outside the ring. What values do you hope young boxers will learn by following your journey?
Discipline to be yourself, and to be confident in outside boxing, to believe in yourself.
Boxing is much more than winning fights. It's
Mm.
a lifelong journey of self improvement. Every training session, every victory, and every setback helps shape the person you become. Those experiences often matter even more than titles. How has boxing changed you as a person, and what is the greatest life lesson this sport has taught you?
I wouldn't say it changed me much as a person, but it taught me, be humble in life. There's always somebody bigger than you, and just don't need to pick fights with anyone or anything like that. Just be humble.
When is your next fight?
On the 1st of August, it's pretty soon.
You will win.
Thank you.
For our viewers, where can I watch this fight?
Fight. I don't have the link yet, or they don't have it. I can't get it for you currently, but I'll send you a message of it is.
This fight, will they show it on TV?
Yes, they should show it on TV. I'm
Great.
not sure what channel is yet, but they should.
You will send me link.
I will send you the link. You can watch it. Yes.
Hamza, thank you so much for taking the time to answer all of my questions.
No,
Good
thank you for your
time.
time.
It has been a real pleasure getting to know your story from the difficult beginning of your amateur career, where you lost your first four fights, to becoming a national medalist, and how starting your professional journey with an undefeated 2-0 record and next 3-0. I'm sure your story is a perfect example that success isn't determined by how you start, but by how you respond to adversity. Your resilience, discipline, and belief in yourself are qualities that every young boxer can learn from. On behalf of all boxing fans in Ukraine, I sincerely wish you good health,
Thank you.
continued success, and a long, injury-free career. May
Thank you so much.
every fight bring you one step closer to your biggest dream, and hopefully one day we will see you fighting for a world championship. Thank you
Thank you so
once
much. Hope
again
so too.
for this exclusive interview. It was truly an honor, and I hope to speak with you again after many
Definitely.
victories in your professional career. And
Thank you. Thank you.
my last question. Every champion begins with a dream, but only a few have the determination to turn that dream into reality. Your journey is still in its early chapters, and the boxing world is watching your progress with great interest. Before we finish this interview, I'd like to leave our audience with one final thought from you. If you could send one message to everyone supporting your journey around the world, and especially to your fans watching this interview from Ukraine, I am your fan. What would
Thank
you
you.
like to tell them before we say goodbye?
No, thank you so much for the support. I always do my best to keep everybody entertained, and to put on great shows for you guys.
Thank you too, goodbye, and good luck. You will win in
Goodbye.
August.
Thank you.